Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. I am here representing NALMCO, which is the National Association of Lighting Management Companies, but more importantly, I'm here and I have the honor to introduce John Bachner, who is the recently retired director of the National Lighting Bureau. No one in my mind is more deserving of the Lifetime Achievement Award than John. I've worked with John for over 30 years with the Bureau, and I can truly say that John is the unsung hero of the lighting industry. John, along with several others, formed the Bureau in 1976 at a time when lighting quality was being disregarded in the energy crisis period. Instead, lamps were being taken out of fixtures strictly to save energy. The founders felt that the need to get the word out that there are other things to be considered other than energy savings. John served as communications director from then until 2010, when he became executive director. John was almost solely responsible for producing press releases, magazine articles, and handbooks promoting the National Lighting Bureau's concept of high-benefit lighting. This spoke of the benefits of quality lighting that can create value many times greater than that of energy savings alone. These benefits can be in the form of increased productivity, improved safety and security, increased retail sales, improved health, etc. Over the years, these articles and press releases have reached in excess of 100 million people worldwide, most outside of the lighting industry. Without John's passion, dedication, creativity, and effort, none of this would have been possible. Throughout its existence, the National Lighting Bureau has always been the unbiased voice of the lighting industry. John is an extremely interesting and multi-talented individual. In addition to being an accomplished public relations professional with his own communications firm, he also does strategic planning, sales strategy and training, branding, and meeting facilitation. More importantly, he is the quintessential wine connoisseur who has an extensive personal collection and always brings the best varieties of wines to our NLB dinners. We and everyone in the lighting industry have knowingly or unknowingly benefited greatly as a result of John's work and leadership of the NLB. To John, we owe a debt of gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce my good friend, John Bachner.
So for the 5,855th time, I have the ability to say, and the wonderful pleasure to say, thank you, Carrie. There are certain people within an organization who really care, not so much about the organization, although they do, but the industry for whom the organization works. In this case, of course, the lighting industry. It's been said that the National Lighting Bureau is the PR arm of the lighting industry itself, and to some extent, it really is. We have tried over the years, as Carrie mentioned, to really stress the value adds of good lighting. How really good lighting does bring you increased productivity, and the relationship between productivity and the cost of energy. If you can increase energy productivity by 1%, you've paid for your lighting system in many cases. And people don't realize that, and it is this realization that is so essential. Fortunately, I am not alone in being able to thank Carrie. There are so many, look, I've been at this for 43 years, guys, 1976. Do you know how many leaders of the lighting industry I've interacted with? Do you know how much pleasure that has given me to meet such really neat people? Really, really, really good people. What I know about lighting, you could put into a thimble and it would still be half full. Honest to goodness. What I know about people, on the other hand, and what I know about the lighting industry, on the other hand, that's different. So, again, thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Howard. Thank you, Jim, Yorgi, Howard, Lewis. These are the three musketeers of the lighting industry. They haven't missed a meeting in the last, well, Carrie hasn't missed a meeting in 30 years, I don't think. I also need to thank, because I need to thank people, okay? I need to thank my little girl, Corey Jean, who, I told her, I said, look, if you live long enough, you always get one of these. And, she said, well, I don't think that's true, and if it's hell or high water, I'm going to be there. She didn't realize it was going to be hell and high water, but nonetheless, she is here, and I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate also, and owe so many thanks to my wonderful wife, Patty. And without her, believe me, my involvement in the Lighting Bureau would not have been as passionate as it was. And as many in the Lighting Bureau can attest, every year at Christmas for our annual meeting, she did some amazing culinary things that were absolutely the kind of stuff that you really never forget. And I haven't and never will. Thank you, Patty. The lighting industry owes you, babe. As I depart the lighting industry, at least in day-to-day involvement, I'll just give you this for what it's worth. It's been mentioned we face challenges. From my point of view, the lighting industry right now is at a crossroads. Lighting is no longer for seeing. Almost my entire career, it was better vision, better light, better vision. And better vision is going to get you more productivity. It's going to get you more retail sales. It's going to get you better safety, better for security, lower insurance rates. Better sales are going to increase the value of your retail, to what it's left, retail buildings and so forth. Now we're going off in different directions. Lighting is no longer for vision. We have just seen the beginning of this, of lighting in health, lighting in growing foods. Imagine 20 years from now, when you have all these huge buildings and all their garages are empty. What are you going to use them for? Probably growing stuff. How are you going to do that? With the right lights, okay? Seriously, think about it. Think what's going to happen. Lighting is going to be becoming more and more important. Our Safe Cities initiatives, lighting poles, also serving as recharging stations for package delivery drones? Are you kidding me? Who would have thought about that 10 years ago? Where are we going to be 10 years from now? And my big question in that respect is, who is going to be leading the industry there? Is it going to be leaders of the lighting industry, or is it going to be leaders of the tech industry? And if it's leaders of the tech industry, as they say among my professional colleagues, you're screwed. The lighting industry needs to be active, it needs to be vibrant, and it needs to be out front of the future of lighting. Lighting is not an add-on. Lighting is in a leadership position if people within the lighting industry assume it. In short, guys, you need good PR. And as far as I'm concerned, there is one organization for that the last 43 years has delivered it, that has made people understand that lighting is more than just seeing, that it's about the value of productivity, safety and security, and everything else, and it can't be dismissed easily. If the National Lighting Bureau, which has been described again as the PR arm of the lighting industry, is to continue to do what it does in these challenging times, then we really need to get behind my most able successor, Mr. Reed, and support the industry through the Bureau. I encourage you, please, to get behind it and let's get this done. Leaders of lighting need to lead lighting in the future. And that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.